Hello class, and welcome to the glorious, glorious world of Eden Prime. So as you may remember from our last episode, we have recently landed and have been commanded to take charge of this operation down here, recover the Promethean beacon that was popped down here, and investigate what happened. So as you can see, by interacting with your two squad mates on the battlefield, you can get their little quotes on the situation. You can see the HUD in the lower right. I'm going to explain that a bit. You have the health bars and the shield bars next to it, the little symbols next to their name tell you what exactly they're doing at the moment. You also have the metagel and grenades, which I can explain in a bit. And up to the upper left are the abilities. I'm talking more about this in more detail as usual. So you can press Q to take out and holster your weapon. You can press the left mouse button to shoot. As you can see, there's no ammo. It instead uses a heat system, where if you shoot enough, it will overheat. You can also right-click to zoom in, as you can see, which makes aiming much easier. And you can crouch, which makes it even better. As you can see, it says left control. Now there is one more system. I'm not sure if I'm going to show you yet. Oh yeah, you can press Shift to sprint. When you're actually in combat, it gives you like a sprint meter, and that goes down the longer you're sprinting for. I'm probably explain that in a bit, but it's really only useful for sprinting from cover to cover. So here's an upgrade kit. It's secret loot. I can explain upgrades now. I'll talk about the cover system in a sec. For now, though, let's go ahead and take a look at the upgrades. So if you may remember, you can click on there. You can see we have two upgrades: the armor plating, which I'm going to put on, and the first aid interface, which I'm going to give to Kaiden because it's pretty important for him to be able to survive. I don't think we have any more weapons or weapon upgrades, so that's it for that upgrade kit. There's all kinds of other loot systems scattered around the world. We'll talk more about them when we get there, so that you guys can have some kind of a context. So when you have your weapon out, and you move behind any big piece of scenery, you will take cover. I'll be showing you that in a sec. I think. There should be some enemies up here. Yeah, there are some enemies up here. I'll show you the cover system. But first, we must watch a cutscene. So, because Jenkins is our soldier, we're going to go ahead and send him up. Go Jenkins. And you should probably be a little more careful. There could be enemies. Like those. Who somehow managed to immediately take him down. So you can see moving behind any big piece of rock lets you go into cover. It basically protects you from that specific side. You can press the right mouse button to pop out of cover. You may have noticed the little health bar up at the top part. That is where our that is where the enemy health bar shows up. When the enemy that you're targeting has their health bar up there. It shows you how much shield and how much health they have left. It's very useful, trust me. I'm going to grab barrier. Actually, I think I already have barrier. Never mind. I'm going to grab barrier, put a point in basic armor, get up a few charm points, and put another point in intimidate, just to be well-rounded. Oh, I almost forgot to level up Kaiden. Alright, so as you can see, he gets a few skills like decryption and electronics because he is a sentinel, and he gets some specialized electronics talents. Decryption is used for opening crates and also a specific skill, and it's also used. And electronics is used for hacking. So yeah, I already explained how to holster and put away your weapon. Yeah. Alright. Oh, and here's the HUD. You press space, and you hold it down. You can give your people orders, such as attack or move. You can tell them which weapon to have out. You can also tell them which abilities to use, but generally I never use this menu very much because I have their power usage active anyway, unless I want them to switch weapons or something. I'm going to assign my abilities from the bottom there. Just click and drag and put them up there. So now I'm going to have a few abilities ready. In case I ever want to use them, I just simply press the corresponding number key, and I'll show you how to use them in a sec.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
Yeah, that's sad. I'm feeling nice today.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete, but I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
Alright, so now you only have one party member. Oh, as you can see, we just gained some Paragon points to the left, to the right. I may have explained this earlier, but those are used to gain higher levels in the charm skill. Those guys, you only see them here, and they're really just for target practice. Don't worry about them. They're ever explained anyway. I'm trying to get out of cover here, I think. Actually, no, I'm watching for drones. Alright, let's go ahead and sprint up here a bit faster.
Take him out.
Oh, there's some drones. Pop shot. See, it is entirely possible to fight when you're not in cover, but it's also incredibly dangerous.
A lot of bodies.
If you want to,
Check it out.
yeah.
I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
So if you want your if you want your party members to go behind cover, just tell them to move behind it. You can also use the arrow keys as shortcuts to tell all your party members to do that specific thing. Alright, looks like we're getting a few weapon upgrades. I'm going to put them on our pistols because those are the weapons we'll be using most of the time, because, well, both of us are specialized ability users.
Kill them all.
Alright, so I should be in combat now. Yeah. Alright, just watch your overheat bar and you should be fine. You don't really have to worry about it this early in the game, but some weapons like snipers, they overheat after one shot if you do it right. Or wrong. Yeah. However, there's a medical kit that replenishes... Oh, as you can see, that's the sprint mechanic when you're in combat. See a little meter above the weapon bar there. So we just got another Metagel. Simply press F to heal all your party members for a set amount, depending on how high your first aid skill is to the entire party. So as you can see, my health is low, so I'm going to press F to attempt to heal. It worked fine, so we're set. There's no chance of it failing, by the way. It just might not heal enough, and you might die anyway. You can press the R button, I believe, to throw grenades. Generally, they travel in a straight line, they stick to enemies, and you can press R again to detonate them. They're very effective if you have the right upgrades, but honestly, with flying targets, they're just not worth it. I like to save my grenades for bigger targets, bunches, hitting behind cover. But you may have noticed me quick saving. Simply press F6, I think. Yeah, just press F6 and you get healed, and your game is saved. It doesn't work in combat though, neither does regular saving. So don't even think about trying to save in combat. It gets really annoying after a while, but don't worry about it. Alright, you may have noticed me not taking notice of the epic spike thing. Or this new party member, because she totally was not going to be not a party member. Oh, that was that girl with the name and the thing with the subtitles. Yeah, Ashley. See? Ashley Williams. Because HUD is cool. I'm trying to snipe from a distance that I can't even tell their health bar, and it actually worked, because pistols are amazing. Alright, here's I'm going to go ahead and tell Kaiden to switch back to his pistol, because he cannot use the assault rifle. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Ashley.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
I'm always in charge.
Give me a status report, Williams.
Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack
Look at me
came.
when I'm talking to you.
We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush.
There's always an
I don't think
ambush.
any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200
That's a part of space.
Why are they here now?
In case you hadn't figured that. It's like this. It's like their
They
own
must have
solar
come for the
system, I think.
beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
So you can get some help. You can ask about Nihilus. I'm actually going to do
Have
that.
you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon.
Like us?
Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Alright, that means he's being super sneaky.
Move out.
Okay. Oh, she gave us a pistol and an ammo upgrade. Ammo upgrades are much more common, so you'll be getting a lot of them. So here it's doing tutorials about upgrading. So you can see the weapon that we have highlighted is doing more damage, but less shots before overheat, and less accuracy. Other than that, though, it's actually pretty good. So as you can see, the armor-piercing rounds do plus 15% damage against synthetic enemies, which is actually incredible. But not really if you're not fighting synthetic enemies. So as you can see, you can toggle the helmet on and off. This works anywhere. And Ashley's armor looks cool. But our armor looks more amazing because it has the N7 and the red thing up at the top. So as you can see, we can now level up Ashley should we want to. Yeah, so we have a full party. Let's go ahead and tell her to auto level up at the button at the bottom. So you can see she's leveling up assault rifles. Understandable, because pistols are not really the weapon for assault rifle users, like soldiers and stuff. Alright, here's a crate. You can just open that up, and you get light armor for humans. In case you haven't figured out, we'll be getting alien party members eventually. Yeah. So we'll head over to the armor section. As you can see, it's just overall better. So we're gonna put it on, and it looks more cool too. Yeah. Alright, so it looks like Kaiden has the worst armor right now. It sucks to be him. Okay. Let's go ahead and oh, as you can see, we have phasic rounds and anti-personnel rounds. The anti-personnel rounds are for good against organic enemies, and the phasic rounds bypass shields. Now, phasic rounds 1 is really not worth it. It does minus 30% damage, and it's only plus 20% shield piercing. So really, you're not doing anything. But if you're doing a lot of shots, and there's an enemy with like huge shield, that might actually be worth it.
Check your targets. Could be friendlies.
Alright, so we can get Ashley's input on the situation now, if we want to.
Commander.
I'm a little bit OCD when it comes to that. I want to see all of the dialogue. There's a whole bunch of people on spikes. A lot of them are looking all withered. That's odd. Oh, there's a little thing there. Let's get behind cover. Something's happening. Let's go up a little bit faster over here. Ah, there's an enemy. As you can see, he's highlighted by the 3 red things. Shows you where he is. Just make sure they're using the right weapons. And, yeah, snipey. Looks like there's a whole bunch of them over there. And dead. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else coming? Let's run over to here. It's always better to be behind cover, even if you can be easily hit. Just generally better, because people in front of you won't be able to hit you, but I don't really know. You'll be less maneuverable. But, where'd the beacon go? More adventures! Okay, got another pistol and a new shotgun, and we leveled up again. That does not happen very often. Alright, we're not gonna level up shotguns. I think we might as well level up Intimidate a bit. Put a point in there. I'm not gonna... Well... I really do want Lift, though. Lift is amazing. But it's important to get your pistols, though, because the weapons we'll still be using, even if you have really low cooldowns, you'll still be using your gun.
Impaling victims instead of just shooting them. There must be some reason behind it.
Classic psychological warfare. They're using terror as a weapon.
Of course.
Still alive when they stuck him with a spike.
Killing us isn't enough. The Geth want us to suffer. This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard
Both
to say.
of them.
Maybe we'll know
All
more
of
after
them.
we check out the research camp.
Ah.
We make for the camp.
It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Alright. See? F6 saves the game.
There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to
Alright.
check it out. I'll wait for you there.
So because saving does not work in combat, ambushes can be really killer on you if you haven't been saving a lot. So it might get a little annoying because it kind of lags a bit whenever it saves, just kind of stops and then gets going again. I personally like to save as much as I can, which is a really good habit to be in.
Looks like they
And well, here we are.
camp hard.
It's the camp.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep
Those
your
guys
guard
look
up.
different. Eesh. Oh no.
Oh God, they're still alive.
Mecha zombies.
What did the Geth do to them?
They turned them into mecha zombies. Of course. husks, apparently. There's still mecha zombies that explode. So is my throw power. I pressed 1 and it threw the enemies back. That was my warp power. I pressed 2 and it's like a damage over time field. I activated a barrier, as you can see down below at my shields. It got a little
Not in the middle
bigger.
of a fight.
And as you can see, Ashley gets annoyed at you when you try to talk to her during a fight. Okay.
It
So
might take a few hours for the
yeah.
spikes to turn people into husks.
Now we know what those spikes are for. Turning our own dead against us.
mecha zombies.
It'd be beautiful here.
Alright, let's head up here. It's an auto door. That's cool. Let's grab a pistol and an assault rifle, which we can give to Ashley. A few things from that crate, just like odds and ends like Omnigel. I should explain what Omnigel is for, actually. So as you can see, you can take weapons and turn them into Omnigel. At the bottom, above the resources bar, there's the equipment and the Omnigel bar. And the Omnigel button. The Omnigel button is used for turning loot that you don't need into Omnigel, which is used for repairing your vehicle if you're in it, or hacking through doors automatically, which is useful if you don't want to do the minigame or if you fail the first time. So this door
It's closed.
is,
Security lock's engaged.
let's hack the door. Alright, begin manual override, and here we have a minigame. Circular, avoid all the red things, and the yellow things, but mostly the red things. Get to the middle, and you win. So as you can see, you can get Omnigel pretty much everywhere.
Thank the maker.
Generally I hold on to my gear so I can sell it later.
Door before they come back.
I killed them all. They're not gonna come back.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It
All
looks
right.
like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp.
Isn't the
When the
spaceport like
attack
where the
came,
ships
the
are?
Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
You're insane. I should leave.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two
Oh.
sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
Alright.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
So if you don't want to sit through all the dialogue, you can simply press the space bar to skip the dialogue options. If you can read the subtitles fast enough. I'm not going to be doing that to give you guys a chance to hear all the dialogue and to see all the subtitles. And generally you don't want to skip through all the dialogue because you might end up just pressing an option that you don't want to press, which would be really bad. And oh dear,
Saren.
Saren, who's that? Oh, it looks like another Turian.
Nihilus.
Oh, he looks awesome.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
Huh.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
And main bad guy has been revealed. Yeah.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Whoa. Hey, that's the thing that the guy knew exactly when to pause on earlier. Wow. Alright, don't lose sight of the enemies ahead of you. Looking up might cause you to trip. That's a quote, by the way. You should quote me on that. It's mine, it came from my mouth. Am I actually hitting him from this far away? I am. Genius! And long distance throw. Oh, there's a mecha zombie. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Okay. It didn't have a chance to explode, knock out our shields. This one might help. I'm gonna warp him. So as you can see, you may have noticed me doing a little like pistol butt attack. If you're in melee range and you press the attack button, you do a melee hit. Generally it's only good for knocking people back, but it does do a bit of damage on its own, and if you're fighting like a super buff enemy, you can like knock them on the ground for a bit. Oh, here's a door. Let's hack it.
Everybody
Yeah.
stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Sure you're not.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
To me.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
Yeah, let's get
The
a...
three of us were working
Get
the
some
crops
info.
when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
The stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You greedy bastard. You weren't running for your life. You were running to check on your merchandise.
No, it's not like that. I just knew there were some packages here, something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
See,
We're
you can
risking
have
our
the
lives to
blue
save
and
the
red
colony.
options.
You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
So the blue and red
Yeah,
options are
there's
charm and
one more
intimidate.
thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Alright, so this is the
He
blue
might
and
have
red
something to
options.
do with this whole
They'd be
attack, Cole.
grayed out if he
We
didn't
need
have the
his name.
proper skill level in that
It's
specific
important.
thing.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Alright, so as you can see, using the charm options gives you Paragon points generally, and it also gives you extra loot. As you can see, this incredibly awesome pistol came with another thing. I'm not entirely sure what actually, but it came with something. I wasn't really paying attention. Shh. Oh yeah, maybe it's a combat sensor. I think it was a combat. Yeah. Anyway,
Targets. Could be friendly.
We're just a small farming colony. Why did they attack us?
I came here to get away from the stress of living on Earth.
oh, let's take a look in here. Oh, as a storage locker, but we have the skill too low in electronics because we can't hack it. Because one of our party members does not have the required skill level. So yeah, that's what happens when you can't hack. He just says skill too low and says nope. So yeah, sucks to be you. Alright. Set up here. Oh dear.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Oh my. Huh. Alright, let's take a look at this upgrade kit. Ooh, hammerhead rounds and better phasics. Alright. They'll get better and better. The damage reduction will go down. Actually, the shield bypass will go up. Generally, it'll actually eventually become worth it. So that's helpful. Hammerhead rounds are useful for just knocking people flat on the ground. Like if you have a shotgun, you can use hammerhead rounds and they just go flat. It's great.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of
Hey, he's one of the contacts.
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were two Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think
Evil
they knew
one.
each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks. For the smuggling ring.
Ooh, you've been caught.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
Ooh.
A shipment of grenades came through last week.
Grenades.
Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line.
Really?
Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
Alright,
We need to
just
find
got
that beacon
more
before
loot
it's too
just
late.
by talking.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
So we got the, we got a few grenades. So as you can see, we now have a grenade upgrade. So we're the only ones, so the Commander Shepard is the only guy that can actually have grenades and upgrade them. So now our grenades are a little bit more explosive, which is good. So as you can see, grenade. If you time it right, you can obliterate people. So you can see that little shield right there that just disappeared is basically a destructible cover. But it can only be spawned by the Geth, so you really don't need to worry about you being able to use it very much. Oh boy, that guy has a white health bar. Ooh, my health is low. Need to heal. That guy's a white health bar. He's not taking any damage either. Okay, what it wants me to do is tell Kaiden to throw it. I'm just gonna throw it myself. It doesn't look like I don't care. I don't care. I'll throw it myself. Alright, so you probably already know how to tell Kaiden to throw. Just hold down spacebar and then press the throw button on the enemy that you're currently targeting. Enemy that you're targeting has the three little red things and then the full triangle. As you can see the full triangle there, that's the enemy I was targeting. So yeah. Can I hit him from here? Really? Am I actually hitting this guy? Don't think I am. Alright, this is a really long train. You're gonna have to fight your way all the way across it. But at least there's cover on both sides. Oh, we shoot rockets. That's scary. Alright, so you can use the up arrow to command your entire squad to move ahead of you. But generally that's not a good idea because the AI is kind of spotty. They'll kind of just stand behind cover, like literally stand up behind the cover that you should be crouching behind, and it's not fun. So I'm crab walk my way over here. So as you can see, the camera angle, you can actually pop from up, but I'm not going to worry about that. Let's pop this guy. I'm gonna tell Kaiden to throw him. So as you can see, Kaiden threw him. It also did a bit of damage from the straight up force of the throw, which is good. All right, let's head over here. These videos are gonna be really long. Ugh. Well, it's the nature of Mass Effect, I guess. All right, and off we go. Ooh, there's Saren again.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
I want you to destroy the entire colony and then leave no trace. I'm pretty sure destroying the entire colony would be a trace. I'm not gonna worry about that. It's bad guy logic. And bad guy logic is always flawed. Anyway, he looks like he was using the beacon somehow. That was odd. Oh! White Geth. He looks scary. There's also bombs. So guess what we're doing now? Let's play Bomb Squad. Hold down the E button.
The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
You know what I would have done? I would have done a hacking minigame for each of these. That would have been way more fun. Just a little hint for your next game. But then again, this is Mass Effect 1 and there's 3 of them out right now. Just... yeah, it was just a little minigame anyway. Alright, so as you can see, running out from behind cover is never a good idea. Ever. Especially even if you're just running around. See, there's 3 charges remaining. We have about 4 minutes and 25 seconds to get them all done. So let's see what we can do. Oh, we leveled. Hold on. Alright. Ooh, can I unlock pistols with this? Can I unlock pistols? I can unlock pistols. Yes! Yes, that means I can finally start leveling up my pistol. Unfortunately, I don't have any more points. Ah, well. Kaiden, let's unlock electronics. Advanced sabotage, which means we can decrypt higher level containers, and now we can electronic hacking things. Alright. Ooh, I forgot to level up Ashley. Let's see how long it takes for past me to remember. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Yeah, just disarm all the charges, I guess. Oh, there's a sniper. You can tell the red line. He one-shots things, and I hate him. Come up from behind cover into that little red line, you are dead. No questions asked. There's the shock trooper. That was the white guy. He went down pretty well, pretty fast, didn't he? Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, there's a sniper. Snipers are generally easy to kill. Barrier to myself. Can take a rocket to the face. And I can disarm this second to last charge here. And done. I'll get behind cover before they shoot me. Can I shoot him from here? Apparently I can. Alright. It wants me to show you how to take command squad to move to go to cover. If you don't want to press the up arrow, you can right click to rotate the camera. You can tell your squad mates to move. They go to the area generally around it, and they sometimes take cover the opposite direction, and sometimes they don't take cover at all, and it's really annoying and I hate it. I'm just hoping they fix it up in Mass Effect 2 because I do not want to deal with that again. But generally the best way to deal with it is just to not do it. You never actually need to. Also, there's some medium and heavy armor. I'm going to, because nobody except Ashley actually has any chance of wearing any heavier armor, I'm gonna tell her to wear this duelist armor, which looks freaking awesome. And right down here. Oh dear, we're still in combat. This could get messy. Kill the Geth Trooper. Kill the Geth Trooper. Kill the Mecha Zombie. Kill the Mecha Zombie. There's 2 of them. Did you just say fool? I don't even know. Kill the Mecha Zombie. Alright, there we go. Now before we walk over to the beacon over there, see what's up and retrieve it, I've got some side areas over here to investigate. I know for certain that there's loot over in this leftern one. Leftern, that's my new word. Okay. There's Ashley. Hello, Ashley. Don't walk too close to the beacon. You don't want the cutscene to activate when you don't have all the loot, do you? Well, there's a sniper, some light armor, and heavy armor. Let's take a look at this armor that we just got. You never know. Oh, there's a new sniper. I think I'm going to give that to Ashley because she is the only person that can actually use most of these weapons. Liberator armor. Sucks, except for Kaiden. I think I might actually give that to him. Whoa. Alright then. You can have it. Alright. Oh, here's an easy decryption storage locker. Let's decrypt. There we go. Alright, in case you're wondering how you navigate, it's just the movement keys with that thing in the circular game. So don't worry about it. Alright, let's give me the... just distribute the best guns. You might never even use it. It's just good to have, you know? Distributing loot. Alright, let's head over here. Pop down a quick save, because I'm way too addicted to those things. Right, here's another storage locker with an easy decryption. And I hit a red thing, so I went back to the start. Alright, a weapon upgrade and another weapon upgrade. Alright. We need a lot of those, it's kind of weird. Alright, so recoil damper, or the heat sink, which basically means, or improved sighting, which is like the best one out of all of them ever, because it increases your accuracy. And if you're not accurate, what are you ever going to hit? Keep that in mind. Alright. Make sure everybody's using the right weapon. Let's head back to the beacon and finish up this mission. Now, sadly, there's some dialogue after finishing this up that I can't skip, so I'll be sitting here for a little longer. Ah well. Right, here's a cutscene. Now, here's a cutscene that's actually different if you're male or female, which is like the only one in the game that I know about.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing.
So, if you're female, Kaiden will do the investigation thing. If you're male, Ashley will do
like
it.
that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
So
Roger,
Ashley
Normandy.
gets curious. This is not gonna end well. So when Saren walked up to it, it did the capture thing. Yep, and it's doing it again. You have to accept the beacon. You have to revel in its glory, or just let that guy throw you out of the way. Yeah, so now we get sucked into the beacon.
Shepard!
No, don't touch him. It's too dangerous.
Imminent seizure. The epilepsy warning. Am I a little too late? Don't worry, it gets a... That's actually the focus of the entire story, is that like right there, that event. You'll see, you'll see. Oh, there's the mothership. And inside, there's Saren on a chair. And there's,
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime.
Alright.
The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
And... angry mode! Hulk! Hulk! Hulk.
This human must be eliminated.
Huh. Alrighty then. On with the show.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
Why is Ashley on the ship? You know what, never mind.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Alright.
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
There's a joke in there somewhere.
About 15 hours.
15 hours?
Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
No!
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I don't suppose it occurred to you that Eden Prime has medical facilities?
Listen, you're better off in this infirmary than in any hospital on Eden Prime.
That's
Physically,
true.
you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Huh.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
dear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
It's always Captain.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the command is going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Oh dear.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
We have a mess hall on the ship.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend.
Wow.
But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue.
Oh dear.
A rogue Spectre's trouble.
Yeah, I figured that.
Saren's dangerous. And he hates humans.
Oh.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe.
Nope.
Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
How could you tell that?
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it.
And I got the pickings.
I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
That's a little extreme.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy.
But I guess when you're the evil guy, you have to have some kind of
He
motivation.
can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel.
Oh, that's that
We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Yeah. Let's dock with the space station. Alright, that was actually the first time I've had a chance to save after finishing Eden Prime. So that's pretty much all the time I've got for now. I'll call that a day. Class is dismissed. I'll see you when we dock on the Citadel.